Creating Instagram ad campaigns. You have a number of different options when it comes to advertising on Instagram. Depending on the route that you choose, there will be specific tools and options available to you. There are two different ways that you can create an ad on Instagram. 1. Instagram. 2. Facebook Ads Manager. Using Facebook Ads Manager. So why should you use the Facebook Ads Manager? Well, you can use it to create ads that will appear on both Facebook and Instagram. You can also create customized audiences and use other features as well as monitor how well your ads are performing. If you don't have a Facebook account, then go and create one and also create a Facebook page. If you already have a Facebook account and page, then ignore this. You will need to add some details about your business and ensure that you complete all of the required fields. If you haven't done this already, then you should link your Instagram account to your Facebook account. Just go to the Business Manager in Facebook, select Business Settings, and you will see a menu on the left-hand side where you can select Instagram accounts. A new page will appear where you can add your Instagram account. Create a campaign. Now you can go to the Ads Manager and then start a new campaign by clicking the Create button. A new page appears, and you can choose from either guided creation or quick creation. If you are new to setting up ad campaigns on Facebook, then we recommend that you choose guided creation. With this, you will be guided through all the steps that you need to perform to set up a campaign. If you are experienced with setting up Facebook ads, then it will be better if you use the quick creation option. You will have more control over your ad campaign by choosing this option. For this guide, we will use guided creation. The first thing you need to do is choose your ad campaign objective. For your Instagram ads, you can choose from the following: brand awareness, reach, traffic, app installs, engagement, video views, lead generation, messages, conversions, catalog sales, store visits. Choose the objective that fits with your ad campaign goal. After selecting your objective, you will be asked to give your ad campaign a name. Create a name that makes sense so that you will easily remember it because you will probably set up many campaigns. Now it is time to identify your audience. We discussed this in detail in a previous video. Choose the right options for your target audience and then check how broad or specific your audience is. Once you are happy with your target audience, you can move on to the next step: ad placements. Now it is time to select your ad placements. You have the choice here of where you want your ad to appear on Facebook and Instagram. Here you have the choice of automatic placements or edit placements. With automatic placements, your ads are displayed wherever they are likely to perform in the best way. We recommend that you run your ads on both Facebook and Instagram. The Edit Placements option enables you to make the choice of where your ad appears. For example, if you only wanted your ads to appear in Instagram stories or just in Instagram feeds, then you can make decisions like this using Edit Placements. When you are creating Instagram ads, you can only select mobile devices. Your next step is to set your budget and your ad schedule. We discussed budget considerations in the last video, so you should have a firm idea of how much you want to spend and how long you want your campaign to run. Please be aware that ads shown on Sundays are more expensive than other days of the week. After you have set your budget options, you will now be setting up your ad. The first step is to select the Facebook page to link your ad to. Then you have to decide which of the 5 formats for your ads. Next, you need to select the videos or images you want to use in your ad. Then you need to create some copy for your ad. When you do this, you want to grab the attention of users and persuade them to check out your ad. Take your time with this, as it is very important. The next steps are to choose a payment option, review your ad, and then confirm it when you are happy with everything. Facebook has a guide to the ad formats available on Instagram where you will find the specifications and the elements of design you need to take into consideration. You can find the page here. Finally, choose the most appropriate call to action button for your ad and your desired website link where users will be diverted to when they click on the button. There are advanced options here where you can set up a Facebook pixel for tracking or an app event. These are very important as they will show you how users interact after clicking your ad. Using Instagram. To use the Instagram app to create an ad campaign, you need to have already promoted a post that you have made on the platform. Just find a post that has performed well and receiving a good level of engagement and then promote it to reach more Instagram users. If your Instagram account is not set up for business, then you will need to change this first. To promote your post, just follow these steps. Go to the post that you want to promote. Select a goal for your promotion. Do you want to drive traffic to your website or increase the number of Instagram users that see the post? Choose an appropriate call to action button for your post. Set up your audience to receive the post by selecting the right demographics. Alternatively, you can ask Instagram to choose a default audience for you. Enter your budget and duration of the ad. Create promotion. Using the Facebook Ads Manager, you can track the results of your promotion and all other Instagram ads. Tips for creating successful Instagram ads. Now that you know how to set up ads on Instagram, we want to share some tips with you so that your ads have the maximum chance of success. There are a number of things that you need to take into consideration when creating Instagram ads. You need to know your audience. The more that you know your audience, the more likely it is that your ads will be successful. You should plan your ad even before you decide on the content and the copy that you will write. Make it your business to find out everything that you can about your audience so that you can create a message that really resonates well with them. Your aim is to create an ad that grabs their attention and creates engagement. So you need to ask yourself, what does my audience need? What does my audience want? What problems does my audience have? What are the goals and desires of my audience? When you can answer these questions, you can create ads that answer them. This will be really appreciated, and you will get a lot of ad views and a high level of engagement. So do your homework here. What text should you use? You already know that Instagram is a visual medium and that you can only use a small amount of text in your Instagram ads. With the caption, there is a character limit of 2,200, and we do not recommend that you use all of this limit. Tell users what you want to do by including a persuasive call to action. Remember that it is all about what's in it for them. If they see a real benefit in taking the action, then they will click on your ad. Hashtags. We have already discussed the benefits of using hashtags in a previous video. A lot of Instagram advertisers treat hashtags as an afterthought, and we recommend that you think carefully about them because they can be very powerful. Statistics show that adding a hashtag to an ad provides an engagement boost of over 12% on average. For each post that you make, you can add up to 30 hashtags. It is all about quality and not quantity here, so only choose hashtags that are relevant to your niche. Drive engagement. There are two types of engagement with social media platforms. 1. Reactive engagement. This is where you respond to direct messages, mentions, and comments. 2. Proactive engagement. You make the first move here to engage with others. This is the best way to create a buzz about your ad and your business. You need to do both of these things. When users respond to your ad with comments, for example, then you need to respond quickly. Users will be keen to see that there is a real human being behind the business. Consistency. Keep all of your advertising messages consistent. Make sure that the tone of the message is consistent as well as the visuals that you use. If your ads are all very different, then you will not build the same level of trust. Keeping it fresh. If one of your Instagram ads is particularly successful, then it is tempting to stick with this. But we recommend that you mix it up a bit because ads lose their flavor after a while. Every week or fortnight, switch the ads that you are displaying. This will help to prevent your audience from tuning out. When you use different ads, you can test which are the best performers. You can easily change an ad by using a different caption, for example. In fact, we strongly encourage you to use different ad copy and visuals with a campaign. Take a look at the call to action buttons and see which ones perform the best. For example, does Shop Now perform better than Learn More? How do different captions perform? What about different hashtags? Be prepared to test everything and tweak as necessary. Measuring the performance of your Instagram account. It sounds simple, doesn't it? Just measure how well you are doing on Instagram and then do more of what is working and identify the problems and fix what is not working. When you use Instagram for your marketing, you will be spending time and money, so you will want to ensure that you are getting the best results for your efforts. But what Instagram metrics should you be paying attention to? If you are new to Instagram, it is not always totally clear on what you should be looking at and what it means. There are a lot of metrics you can look at, so we want to give you the most important ones in this video. It may seem unbelievable, but a lot of Instagram marketers do not pay much attention to the analytics that they have available to them. This doesn't make any sense, as you will be just stabbing in the dark if you don't do this. We talked earlier about having goals for your social media and for your ad campaigns. You need to put a lot of thought into these goals to ensure that they match the overall goals of your business. So, let's take a look now at the most important Instagram metrics and what they mean. The growth of your following. It is one thing to have a large number of followers on Instagram, but this doesn't always mean that your marketing efforts are working. There are a number of techniques that you can use to increase your follower numbers, but this will not add anything to your bottom line. It is important to look at the growth of your follower count. If there is steady growth, then this is a good indication that you are moving in the right direction. You are capturing the attention of new Instagram users and expanding your reach. So, what you need to do here is to pay careful attention to the way that your follower count is increasing. This is far more important than just numbers. Let's say that on average, you are receiving 50 new followers every month. If you started with just 500 followers before your marketing campaigns, then this is a very good 10% growth rate. But if you had 5,000 followers to start with, then this is a much less impressive growth rate of just 1%. Using these two steps determine how well you are doing with follower growth. Identify the number of new followers you gained over the last month. Divide this number by the number of followers that you started the month with. You can look at this over a few months to determine your average follower growth rate. Set a target for a higher growth rate if the results are not as you want them to be. It is much more important to have a smaller number of active followers than a huge number of followers that do not really do anything when you post content. Number of engagements per follower. This follows on from the follower growth. You want to know how many of your followers engage with your content, whether these are ads or regular posts. In order to calculate your engagement per follower, you will need to know the total amount of engagement for a time period. An external tool like Sprout Social or Agency Analytics can provide this. Once you know the total engagements number, you can perform a simple calculation to calculate the engagement rate. Total engagements divided by follower count times 100. This is the total engagements divided by the follower count times by 100 to give you a percentage figure. You will need to perform this calculation over a period of time to see whether your engagement per follower is improving or not. You can measure this for a specific post or ad as well. Why is this important? Because 70% of posts made on Instagram are never seen by users. Having millions of followers will be irrelevant if none of them are seeing and interacting with your posts. Let's say that one of your posts has 20 likes. If you have 20,000 followers, then this is not very impressive, as it only gives an engagement rate of 1%. We recommend that you calculate your follower engagement rate on a weekly or monthly basis. Don't try to do this every day, as you will not get accurate data over the long term. Traffic to your website. A lot of marketers use Instagram ads to drive traffic to their website, which makes perfect sense. In order to measure the amount of traffic that your website is receiving from Instagram, we recommend that you install Google Analytics on your website. With Google Analytics installed, you can go to the Acquisition section and then select Channels. Select the Social option, and here you will see the social platforms that sent the traffic. For Instagram, it will show you the general traffic and traffic from stories. Comments for posts. It is nice to see a number of likes for an ad or post you have made, but the number of comments your content receives is far more valuable. There is a lot more effort involved in leaving a comment rather than just hitting the like button. When users leave comments, it shows that your post really caught their interest and created a connection with them. Therefore, it is important to know the number of comments that you receive and monitor your averages to see if they are increasing or decreasing. As an example, you may have received an average of 5 comments per post 6 months ago, but now you are averaging 8 comments per post. This tells you that your marketing efforts are working well and you are improving your connection with your audience. When you are running Instagram ads, take a look at the comments on these and any variations that you display. Is the comment count higher for some ads rather than others? If so, why is this? Engagement with Instagram Stories. If you use Instagram Stories for your marketing, which you should, then it is important to know how well these are doing. Stories take more effort to put together, and they only stay on Instagram for 24 hours. It is best to use Instagram Insights for this. Look for reach and exits within Insights. The reach figure tells you how many users saw your Instagram story. As you build your follower base, this number should increase. The exit metric tells you which slide users were viewing when they exited the story. This is a good way to spot any elements of your stories that users didn't like. If a lot of users exited on the same slide, then you can take a look at that slide and make improvements in the future. Your reach. You can use Instagram Insights to view your reach figures. This number basically tells you how many users have seen your post. This is not the same as post impressions. If a user sees your post 3 times, for example, this will register as 3 impressions. For the reach figure, this will only count as 1. Reach is far more important than impressions. You will see a total reach figure in Instagram Insights, but you also want to pay attention to your reach rate as well. Your reach rate is the percentage of your followers that see your posts. You need to make a simple calculation here. Just divide the reach of a specific post by the total number of followers you have. So, as an example, if you have a reach of 200 and you have 1,000 followers, then your reach rate is 20%. Your top posts. Use your Instagram analytics to identify your top posts. You can see the top posts by the number of likes, top posts by the number of shares, top posts by the number of impressions, and more. This is probably obvious to you, but identifying your top posts will tell you which content your audience really likes the best and connects with. You can determine whether videos or images work the best days and times to make posts, and the type of content that created the most engagement. Instagram ad click-throughs. When you are spending money on Instagram ads, you must measure the number of click-throughs that you get from users clicking on the call to action buttons you have placed in your ads. If you are running different ads for split testing, then you can identify which ones have the highest click-through rate. Also, you need to keep a close eye on your ad cost per click numbers and the number of ad impressions you are getting. Hashtag engagement. This is a measure of the hashtags that were used the most in your posts. It will help you determine how well you are growing your following and your levels of engagement. For your following growth, you can use this measure to indicate which hashtags you should be using in your content. It will also tell you about trending hashtags so that you can create new ads and posts around these emerging trends. When you create your own unique hashtags, you will want to see how much engagement you are getting from your audience with the great tools for your Instagram ads. There are a lot of great tools that you can use to create really good Instagram ads that will help you to generate more leads and sales. They will also save you a lot of time and money, as you will be able to create effective ads without the need to pay someone to do this for you. Tools for images. You're going to be using images in a number of your Instagram ads, so why not make them the best that they can be? Great images always get a lot of attention, but creating them can be difficult if you are not a graphic designer. Don't worry, because there are some great tools out there to help you. Instagram Layout. This is a free tool from Instagram that makes it very easy for you to create a multi-image collage. You can get the app for free for both iOS and Android devices. If you want to include images of multiple products or views of a single product in one post, then Layout for Instagram is a great tool. There are a number of formats that you can choose from within the Layout tool. You can easily select all of the images that you want to include as well. As this tool is an Instagram creation, there are no integration problems with the platform. Quick. In your image ads, it is very likely that you will want to include some text. This text will be used to persuade the Instagram user to click through your ad. If you are not adept at image editing, then you can do this quickly and easily by using a great little app called Quick. When you use Quick, it is very easy to not only add text to your images, but also to make adjustments to the placement of the text, the color, the size, and the font. There is a free version of the Quick app that will provide you with the capability to do most image edits, and if you want more features, you can purchase these within the app. Afterlight. If you really want to make your images stand out with great filters and editing options that go beyond the tools provided by Instagram, then you need Afterlight. There are many unique filters and lighting effects in this app which will really make your images stand out. At the time of writing this guide, the app is available for both Android and iOS devices at a small cost of 99 cents. You will have access to 15 tools for adjustment, 15 preset cropping tools, 74 filters, 78 textures, and 128 frames. Superimpose. You can do some great image editing with the Superimpose app. For example, you can take a foreground image and remove it from the background and then place this foreground image in another image entirely. You can do other great things with Superimpose, too, such as rotate foreground images and blend images together or their textures. There are a lot of really good masking features with this app. Superimpose is available for both iOS and Android devices for just 99 cents. Tools for videos. You need to create some of your Instagram ads using videos. People really like to watch videos on Instagram, and you can make them really special by using some of the tools featured below. Pick, Play, Post. You can make really engaging video collages containing video clips, images, animated GIFs, and sounds using Pick, Play, Post. If you want to place a number of images, or a single image, next to a video, then this is easy with this app. You can also add some background music. Amazingly, Pick, Play, Post is a free app that you can use on your Android or iOS device. The app is frequently updated and new features appear from time to time. If you have an iPhone, then there is support for live photos. Lapse It. Time-lapse videos are very popular on Instagram, and now you can create your own using a great app called Lapsit. With Lapsit, you can create accelerated versions of events that slowly change, such as seeing a flower bloom from a bud in a few seconds. It is easy to import existing videos into Lapsit and then add the time-lapse effect to them. You can speed things up or slow them down using the app and also add music in the background. There are so many features in the free version for iOS and Android, and if you need more, then you can upgrade to the Pro version for only $199. Boomerang. You can use the free Boomerang app from Instagram to really grab attention from Instagram users. Shoot brief videos with this app, and then you can play the video backwards and forwards in an endless loop. Get Boomerang for your Android or iOS device. Tools for scheduling. To increase the likelihood of success for your Instagram ads and normal posts, you need to publish your content at the right times. There are a number of scheduling apps that make this very easy for you to do so that you increase your chances of higher engagement levels. Later. If you want to improve your Instagram marketing, then you need the Later app. The interface with Later is very easy to use and navigate, and you can use it for free with one Instagram account to schedule 30 posts per month. The free version only allows you to schedule images for posting. If you want to schedule videos and stories, then you will need to upgrade to the Plus version, which will cost you around $9 a month. Using Later is a very effective way to schedule your Instagram posts at the right time. Sked Social. An alternative scheduling app to Later is Sked Social. You can schedule all types of posts and stories with Sked Social. There is a version of the app for Android and iOS devices, and there is a 7-day free trial where you can use it for a week to see if you like it. You can set up Sked Social to send you notifications via email when posts are made. Hootsuite. Hootsuite is one of the most used social media schedulers available. It works great with Instagram and other platforms such as Facebook and Twitter. With Hootsuite, you can respond to any comments on your Instagram posts, make reposts and views, likes, etc. Plans start from $19 a month. Hopper. If you want to source content for your Instagram account as well as schedule it for posting, then Hopper is really worth considering. Their slogan is that Hopper is the #1 scheduling tool for Instagram. It is certainly a very popular application among Instagram marketers. You can do so much with Hopper, such as manage postings to multiple accounts, photo editing, commenting, reposting, and a lot more. One of the best things about Hopper is that you can use it on your laptop or desktop computer rather than trying to manage everything from a small mobile device. Plans start from $19 a month. Best practices for successful Instagram ads. Now that you know about the different types of Instagram ads and how to set them up, we want to provide you with the 7 best practices that will help you to obtain the highest possible return on investment, or ROI. Add personality into your ads. What are you planning for your next ad? A video that appeals to people's emotions? An intriguing image that builds curiosity? It is very important that all of your ads have the human touch. If this is lacking in your ad, then you will not get the engagement that you are looking for. Instagram users always want to be entertained. They like humor and posts that have an amazing factor. What they don't want to see is some boring ad that just talks about a product. You always need to appeal to the user's emotions in your ads. Don't just publish bland or boring stuff, or you will be wasting your money. Keep your ads relevant. Always keep in mind that all of the social media platforms are different. As an example, you would not post the same ad on Twitter as you would on LinkedIn because the audience will have a very different state of mind. This is true for Instagram as well. You need to put yourself in the shoes of your potential customer and think about where they are. For example, a 40-page ebook download may work on LinkedIn, but it is very unlikely to appeal to an Instagram user. Don't make your ads too sales-oriented on Instagram either. Users of the platform are not looking for that. Hashtags. We have talked about hashtags a lot in this guide because they are very important. A lot of advertisers on Instagram will just go for very common hashtags such as #love or #food. You need to be more creative than this. Do some research to identify the hashtags that users are the most likely to search for when trying to find the content you are providing. Some people really overdo it with hashtags. They see that they can add 30, so they have to add 30. If you do this, then users will probably think that your ad looks really desperate, which is not a good thing. So, what is the ideal number of hashtags for an ad or a post? Well, a study of 65,000 posts found that 9 hashtags was the ideal number to generate the highest level of engagement. Also revealed in this study was that longer hashtags are often better performers than shorter ones. Contests. If you really want to achieve your goals for your Instagram ads campaigns as quickly as possible, then running a contest or a giveaway is really one of the best ways to achieve this. People just love free stuff and competitions. When you run a contest associated with your brand, you will excite your audience. A successful contest or giveaway will help you to grow your follower base, and you can really generate a buzz on the platform if you do this right. Be prepared to give away prizes of value. You can use your own products, which is the best way to go, or something else that you can use to brand your business. There are companies that sell branded giveaways such as USB sticks, and you can get a good deal on these if you buy in bulk. Post at the right times. You want to give your ads every chance of being seen by the most people in your target audience, and making your posts at the right time is the best way to achieve this. If you sign up to lifetime budgeting, you can use Instagram's ad schedule feature, where you can specify on which days and at what times you want your ads to run. Do you know when your audience are around on Instagram? If you don't, then you need to find this out. You can experiment with different days and time and work out optimum times with trial and error. Think about your niche here. If you run an online store, what days and times do shoppers typically browse and make purchases? Look at your own website stats to see when you have traffic spikes, and use these as the basis for your posting schedule. Test with a couple of campaigns. Unless you are a seasoned Instagram advertiser and know your audience on the platform inside and out, it is best to set up a couple of ad campaigns so that you can learn more about your audience. You want to find out the following. What kind of images will they respond to? What call to action buttons get the best response? What kind of messages are most likely to be shared, liked, or commented on? You can run campaigns on a small scale to find the answers to these questions. Don't measure these campaigns in terms of sales. This is a test of your audience so that you can plan a full-scale campaign that you are confident will deliver great results. Split testing. One of the great things about Instagram is that you have the opportunity to test a number of different visuals to see how well they connect with your audience. The best way to determine which works the best is to set up some split testing. For example, you could create a photo ad, create a video ad, or include around 4 images in a carousel ad. You could also incorporate user-generated content and see which variant provides the best results. You don't have to stop with split testing your visuals. Try split testing different calls to action and different posting schedules as well. The more that you test your Instagram ads, the more success you will have overall. Conclusion. You now have everything that you need to plan for and implement successful Instagram ads. We recommend that you plan each ad campaign properly and set goals for each one. The more effort that you put in at the setup stage, the more likely you are to experience success. There are very few businesses which cannot benefit from the power of Instagram ads. Don't believe others who tell you that they don't work. They were probably approaching Instagram ads wrong. You can use Instagram ads to generate leads and sales. You can use them to increase your following on Instagram and improve your engagement levels. Think long-term when you are planning to use Instagram ads. Always be consistent with your content posting, whether they are ads or standard posts. You should use the same voice and tone for your business every time. It is vital that you build trust with your audience on Instagram. So, now it is over to you. You need to take action and follow the advice in this guide. Don't skip any steps in the process. Plan all of your ads and make sure that you split test everything. You can then build on the best performing ads. We hope that you found Instagram ad success informative and helpful. Get started today with your Instagram ads. We wish you every success with your advertising on the Instagram platform.